What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to CNC Auto Works. You can see here we're going to be doing something a little different than the Mustang build today. I've been kind of tossing around a bunch of ideas on my F150 build on which direction to take it. I've had this truck a really long time, and it's had many different looks. And I do apologize for the wind if this thing's picking up the wind. Seems like every day the wind's wanting to blow 100 miles an hour. But I'm kind of fresh out of ideas and looks for this thing. I really don't know which way to go from here. So I would really like to go around the truck, tell you my ideas. My little brother's gonna tell you his ideas. But I want to hear y'all's ideas. I want to go in a different direction altogether with this thing. And we've already got the drivetrain done. It's got an aluminum headed 351 in it, carb swapped. It's got the AOD with shift kit and a Boss Hog ACC Performance 3200 stall. And we got the rear end. It's built. It's got 456 gear with a limited slip unit in it. That isn't that great of a limited slip because it's still peg legs from time to time. I've still got some work to do. Finally got the stance halfway where I want it. The stance kind of changes when I back up because these I-beams, they kind of do their own thing when you back up. But the stance is looking pretty good all in all. But I want styling ideas for this thing. I think the stance is about as good as I'm going to get it. Put 3-inch drop I-beams in the front and wound up doing the back several times. We did a flip kit, it was too low. We flipped it back, put shackles and hangers, it was a little too high. And we went back and got some different load leaf springs and flipped the rear end back over. So this is finally the stance that we got, but I'm thinking about pulling the chrome fender flares off. I really don't like them. They kind of stick out and make the truck look really wide. I originally just put these on here because the bed started rusting out underneath them here, and I wanted to hide it, and I didn't want to go through cutting all the rust out, which that's what I should have. But at the time I was driving it to work. But I was kind of thinking about, there's two ways I wanted to go. I was going to go ahead and just paint the bumper and grill white, do like a lightning deal. But with this solid chrome bumper, if you paint it, they tend to look really big and gawky if you color match it to the truck. And I really don't think I like that look. The lightnings have the bumper where it has the rubber molding. So if you paint the bumper white and it has the rubber molding, it kind of breaks it up and takes away from it, and it looks pretty good. But just painting that bumper alone, I don't think it's going to look very good. So I'll probably wind up leaving it chrome. And the problem with leaving that chrome is if I leave that chrome, I generally like to carry the chrome through the whole thing. So you know, you got the polished wheels, chrome mirrors, chrome handles. So I like to carry it all the way through. That kind of hints the bed rails and the bed caps. Which these bed caps have seen better days, but the clear is starting to come off, as you can see. I can go ahead and strip that clear and just repolish these if I reuse them. But my little brother thinks I ought to put a roll pan on the back.
Yes.
And I think a lot of other people do too. But I kind of hate to drop the flow of the chrome. So I kind of like bumpers too over roll pans.
Take rails off.
Yeah. My little brother thinks I should get rid of the rails and the caps and roll pan the back. But the issue I'm having with that is if I do that, you got chrome grill, chrome bumper, polished wheels, chrome handles, chrome mirrors, and then you get back here to the bed and there's just nothing. You have a polished wheel and it's nothing. So literally the chrome stops at the door handles, and I'm not really for that. As you can see, my extended cab's got some rust down here at the bottom. I have to replace all that on both sides. I got replacement panels. I've got to fix the rust underneath the bed. They got replacement panels. I think what was happening is this cargo light leaks. And it was running down in the inside of this cab. I bragged on this truck for the longest time that it never had no rust issues, and then voila, it rusted. So if you guys would leave a comment down below of what you would like to see, how you think this thing would look best. I don't know whether to actually shave these emblems or leave them. I think it kind of carries with the chrome and black theme. And now that I've put these Torque Thrust 20s on here, I actually kind of like these fender flares, even though it does make the truck look a little wider. The body wider than the wheels. From a side view, I think it looks pretty sharp. And my little brother, he also don't like the black or the bug deflector and the vent shades around the windows. He don't really care for that. But I really like the way to have black accents on a white vehicle. I think it does make it look a lot better. But that's just me. Maybe I'm stuck in my ways. I do need some new ideas. Like I said, I've definitely had this truck for a long time. It's had many different styling concepts. It's been low, it's been stock height, it's had the fiberglass running boards, it's had different sets of wheels, it's literally had everything. I do have a fiberglass roll pan. I used to have a roll pan on here, and then I finally found this bumper that I kind of liked, and I wound up mounting it to where it is set up pretty nice. I sucked it up, made the gaps nice. It looks a lot better than the factory one. The factory one was just like a block. The Ford don't have that great a bumper selection. Like the OBS Chevrolets, the bumpers that come on them, they're pretty nice bumpers already. And whether you paint them or whether you leave them chrome, they're nice. But Ford don't have that many selections. But if I do keep this bumper, I'm going to go in here and remove these pads, polish the top of it back out, and I'd probably paint this to match. Or I probably wouldn't paint it to match, but I'd paint it gloss black. Just let me know what y'all think on the rails and the bed caps. Let me know what you think on the actual stance of the truck. I got the same amount of drop on my OBS Chevy, which is a 3.5, and that's basically what this one came out to. But the OBS Chevy looks a lot better. It actually almost tucks the tire on the back, and you can see here I got some gap. Now I do have the same size back tires. I went ahead and put a little taller front tire than on my Chevrolet just to try to close up this gap some. But you can see this Ford still got quite a bit of gap. I really couldn't find some 1-inch Lawrence springs. I know the first gen Lightnings actually came from factory with 1-inch Lawrence springs than a regular pickup. And I looked them up, but they had the same part number spring as these do, so I don't know what's going on there. I can't find a 1-inch Lawrence spring. I do have a set of 2-inch Lawrence springs, but then it's too low. It makes it to where it's pretty much undrivable. So this is the stance that we're stuck with for now, but I'd like to know your opinion on it. Also, if you've been around for a while, we started making a cowl hood for this thing. And we made it where it's pretty wide, where it gets rid of the factory body lines. And we just kind of raised it, and it looks pretty good. But then I started thinking, I don't know if I like it, because the vent cowl on these F150s are really wide. And I don't know about having a 4-inch or 2-inch, 3-inch cowl stop back here, and then you just go back to this flat cowl all the way to the windshield. So I kind of stopped working on the hood for a while because I didn't know if I was actually going to put it on here. But it was about a 3-inch cowl, I guess.
Probably 3 to 4.
And it looks pretty good, but the issue I started having was the width of this cowl was just it was bothering me. I kind of had an issue when I had a Fox body. They have pretty wide cowls too, and the scoop on the hood, it kind of stopped too early. You know, they have the ones that go all the way to the windshield with their lift-off hoods, and I didn't want a lift-off hood. So let me know if I should continue on the cowl hood. If you think it looked funny that you got like a 4-inch cowl, and it just drops and goes back to the flat cowl. But I guess that's going to be everything on this video, guys. I just basically wanted to get some other opinions, toss around some ideas with some other guys and gals. And I appreciate everybody that has been subscribing and watching and supporting the channel. I don't get around to saying that nearly enough. We do really appreciate it. Until next time, guys, we'll catch y'all later.